We had a chat with Luke Humphries earlier on, joining us now. The man he beat last night, Luke Littler. Hi, Luke.
Hiya. You didn't want to hear that, did you?
Well, I mean...
you were on a terrific run before.
Yeah. Sadly, it's a fact. But it was a good game last night, wasn't it? How did you feel you played?
It was difficult early on. 4-1 down into the first break. Myself, I could have been 4-1 up myself, but missed doubles. And it was hard to come back because Luke found his rhythm and he took full advantage of the 4-1 lead.
The battle between the two of you is, I mean, you seem to get on really well, and we saw bits of that last night. But I mean, there is clearly a rivalry there. There's got to be.
Yeah, I think Luke said before we played about 13 times now. I don't know what the record is, but it's gonna go on for many years, and I'm always up for a challenge.
It's great for the sport to have two top players as well as all the other players that can win this tournament. And it's a shame in one sense that you're both on the same side of the draw.
Yeah, that's all down to me to get up to number 4 in the world.
Yeah, it's good, but you know, for the neutral, for the fan, it's a shame.
This time last year at this event, we were here doing this, and you just won the junior worlds, and everybody was sort of saying, "Now this guy's great," and even sort of Luke Humphries was saying he kind of knew you when you were 12, 13 years old. And there was a real buzz about you, but there was always that thing, well, there's no way a kind of kid can suddenly come through and do so well in this tournament. I mean, what a year it's been for. It's been nuts, hasn't it?
Yeah, well, this is where it all started.
Yeah.
It would have been last night where I won the World Youth back in Minehead. And then to go to the Worlds, just wanting to win a game and then getting to the final, it's where it all started for me.
Yeah.
Are you aware of the Littler effect on darts? Because I mean, it was big anyway, but it's got even bigger.
Yeah, I think it's down to my age and what I've done in such a short space of time, and the darts world, it's definitely grew a whole lot.
Yeah. Is the pressure great? It's interesting. Troy was just talking about Richarlison, knowing him as a kid at Watford, and he's watched him go to Everton and Spurs, and that pressure ramps up on you. I mean, do you feel that? Do you feel the same way you did this time last year, or wouldn't we expect that? I mean, because there's a lot more expectation on you, isn't there?
Yeah, I can't lie, I was nervous. It was obviously my first World Championships, debut. But this year I've won a lot of titles, hit 9 darters, and now I'm coming into the competition with full of confidence in and playing better than last year.
Yeah, I just think with Richarlison, there's different types of people. And I think, sorry to blow smoke up your ass so close, sorry I shouldn't say that on that TV, but you know, I just think you are in a position where you remind me of Cole Palmer. Like, he's so good that it's just, well, whatever. We're going to win. We're going to carry on. Do you know what I mean? That's what the vibe you've given. My son's 15, so to see a 17-year-old stood next to me who's doing a lot more than my 15-year-old, and he's going to be getting it when he gets in. I just think you are in a situation where you just look carefree, and I only want to know has that always been your personality? Have you been all the time, or is it just something that with all of this madness you've just gone, I'm just going to be me through it?
I do myself, keep myself to myself. In a practice room, I don't really speak to anyone. Obviously, I'll let on to a few people. Obviously, I'll sit with a few players who are on the same management team as me. But it's just keep myself to myself. And obviously, with all the media stuff, and I'm just keep myself to myself.
Yeah. That can't be easy, though, because everybody wants a piece of you, expecting to do lots of promotional stuff, and life obviously is very different from it was last year. But to keep grounded, to keep playing your game, and to keep winning the way you have is a sort of testament, really, to your attitude.
Yeah, well, like I said, promotions and stuff, my manager, he'll sort everything out. But yeah, I'm just myself.
You're still enjoying playing as much as you did, because obviously you wouldn't have got to the level you did so young. I mean, you still get the fun aspect of it, or does it feel like work?
Yeah, it's just my first year, and what I've done, it's incredible, but also it is work. Obviously, there's money to be made, and also there's titles to pick up.
What does the end look like? I don't want to talk about that because you are a year in, but you know, like, everyone comes into it with aspirations, don't they? What does a good season look like for you?
Well, at the end, I've said I want to win every major title once.
Brilliant.
Tick everything off. So Premier League and Grand Slams already taken off in my first year.
You'll be done by 20.
Yeah, people are going on. Been talking about Phil Taylor's record of 16 world titles, and that is a lot to beat. So if I'm in the game for long enough, maybe, but I can't see myself winning 16.
I would say, when it says in the game long enough, I'm thinking he's making too much money.
The competition is that much greater, Luke, I think, now. I mean, I don't know if the power would probably argue that isn't the case, but I mean, I think, there's so many great players out there, as you know, and you're in a bit of a battle with Luke Humphries. We're going to have a chat with Michael Van Gerwen, other great players. There's lots of great players at this tournament, aren't there? So you've got to really be on it.
Yeah, well, if you look back at the darts, a few years back it was just looking at number 1 and number 2, whereas you can have a ranked 100 player beating the world number 1, number 2.
Yeah.
And it's just, the darts is so tough. Even when I lose games, it's all over, and I'm just like, he's a professional just like me. Doesn't matter where he's ranked, he's beat me fair and square.
What's that? So you've been asked, I'm sure, to do some fairly mad stuff this year. I was reading something today. You've had a breakfast named after you in a cafe in Ironbridge in Shropshire. Luke went in there around the tournament and had beans on toast with a bit of scrambled egg on the side, and they've now called that the Luke Littler.
Oh, come on.
I was expecting something a bit more exotic.
Yeah, opportunistic.
Yeah.
One
Solid,
of the things.
Brown sauce.
No sauce.
No sauce.
No,
okay.
really, sauce free. Okay, fair enough.
The boom in darts has led to the revival of the great show Bullseye. I don't know if it's been filmed yet, but you're going to be in it, aren't you, with Freddie Flintoff? I think that's going to be good.
Yeah, I've already done the filming. Just waiting for it to come out.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
No,
Good day. You can't
was it
tell us
fun?
too much. It was fun, was it?
Yeah, it was good. First time meeting Freddie. But yeah, well,
Did you get a little bully?
I did.
I thought you might.
That was it was before your time. And you probably saw the old repeats on Challenge and stuff, have you, over the years? But you don't remember it as a show, do you? I wouldn't think on telly.
No, I don't remember too much. But yeah, it was pretty easy. Obviously won of the guys on there a few prizes.
Yeah, well, good.
Speedboat?
Well, he can't say. He don't ruin it.
Is there anything in this game that you came into where you've gone, I thought it was going to be this, but it's been completely different? What has been that moment? Because I had it in football where I thought, this is going to be easy. And you go, actually, it's not like that. Have you had that yet?
Just all year round, it's been tough. But when you're playing so well, you do back yourself to win most of the time. But obviously, like footballers, you have setbacks.
Yeah.
And with darts, there's just so much going on with the football as well. If you lose a game, you can always bounce back.
Sure.
When you just after the Worlds, we obviously talked about you a lot on the show, and people saying, "Oh yeah, Premier League would be different. That's it's over a period of time. It's lots of travelling. He's only a young lad, and again, you went out and smashed it. But I mean, do you get a buzz from sort of defying all that? You probably hear what the darts pundits say, but do you get a buzz by going out and doing it anyway?
That's a perfect example. Obviously, after the World Final, Matt Porter come up to me and my manager saying, "Do you want to play the Premier League?" And I just said, at the time, I said, "Let's do it. It may never happen again."
Yeah.
So it was straight after, and people saying, "Oh, he's too young, this and that." But I do remember the Premier League. I was always 4th, 5th, and then obviously won a few nightly wins and got that first position, and then I won it, and then all the doubters didn't know what to say.
You've been able to indulge some of your other sporting interests. You're a Manchester United fan. You've done stuff there, and Warrington Wolves. You're a Super League fan, so you've done a bit. You were modelling their shirts at one point in the shirt launch, weren't you?
Yeah, it was after the World Final. I've just had all these great opportunities, especially going to Carrington. That was massive. Meeting Sir Alex at one of the United Tottenham games as well. But yeah, hopefully I can do many more.
Yeah, fantastic. So you're feeling in good nick ahead of this tournament. You're going to get home and do some practice, I guess, now, are you, in the build-up?
Yeah, after a long day here today.
Yeah.
I'll finally go home. But yeah, my confidence is good. Darts are going really well. But obviously, it is set play. It's not hard. It's not easy.
Yeah.
So you've got to be switched on.
How have you found the travel? Getting used to it, hotel after hotel.
It's been difficult, especially with the Premier League, because after the Thursday we'd be up on a Friday morning at 5 in the morning to catch a flight, and then I'd be playing on that Friday night, so I'd have to go back, get some sleep, and then sometimes I'd lose, but now it's the back end of the year, it's all right.
Yeah.
And then when the Premier League comes back
How
around,
long do you
I'll
get
be used
off
to it.
in darts? Sorry, pardon the ignorance, but how long do you get off?
Don't really
in
get
darts?
much time off at all, do you? It's just
No?
it's a road show, isn't it? Really.
There's what we call pro tours, is like behind closed door events.
Okay.
You don't have to do them. That's like a Monday, Tuesday thing. So sometimes I'll pull out with them to have 2 days off, and then I'll travel to wherever on the weekend. But if we are feeling it, then you do tend to see players drop out.
How do you switch off, Luke? I mean, we heard last year at the Worlds there was all the talk about you playing sort of Xbox or whatever. I mean, is that still a way you try and get away from it, or what else do you get up to?
It's just what a 17-year-old lad does in his spare time. It's just
What's the game of choice? Call of Duty?
at the minute, yeah.
Right. Are you good, Troy? Call of Duty?
I'm twice his age, so no. I'm just talking to what my son's doing.
The reactions are gone, haven't
Yeah,
they?
they've long gone, yeah. Everything's moving a bit too fast for me.
Yeah, good stuff. Well, continued success, Luke. It's been pretty amazing this last year from, say, being here last year and all the talk about the buzz about you, and then suddenly you completely living up to it is quite amazing. So congratulations and all the best for this year.
Thank you.
Paul Hawksbee and Andy Jacobs, Monday to Friday afternoons 1 till 4 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.